How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. We're on episode number 7 of Season 4 for My Hero Academia. This is titled Go, and it will definitely be go time as, especially for Deku and Mirio, after they've learned the horrifying truth about Eri, they will be conjuring up some way to try and rescue Eri, because Deku has been planning it for a long time, but now he's stepping it up a notch after, like I said, learning the horrific details of how these bullets were created by using Eri. And it was a very, very tense situation last week, because we had a lot of the heroes and a lot of the students who are involved in Overhaul's case come together and discuss what they found out and reveal that horrific detail about how Eri is being used to create these bullets that can stop quirks temporarily, and how it's only in the testing phase, and once evolved, it could be permanent, potentially. It could be like all for one, so all over again, should I say. So it was a very, very nerving situation, but Deku especially, since he was already feeling guilt about leaving Eri behind, that guilt worsened for him, as we saw, and even Mirio was super dejected, and you can't really blame him. Like Tamaki was saying, I haven't seen him this down before, but after learning that kind of information, even I was revolted by how Eri was being used, physically as well, to create these bullets. So it was just a very, very tense situation, where emotions were running high, even like away from Deku and Mirio, because Night Eye let off his emotions as well about how he's not able to use his quirk, fearing that the All Might situation would come up again for another hero. So yeah, but emotions were it was still very, very emotional after the conference, but yeah, it was still very, very powerful, the emotions, as Aizawa gave Deku a really, really amazing and heartfelt pep talk to Deku about how he basically is authorizing him to basically go, and I'm assuming the first steps to try and rescue Eri is going to form. So with that said, let's jump into My Hero Academia. This is episode number 7 of Season 4. Let's go.
Would have saved us a lot of trouble if these two amateurs had just gotten the girl away from him.
Sadly, it's not as easy as you think.
Than they are. We'll get Eri away from him next time, and we'll protect her. Indeed. That's precisely what we've come here to discuss.
I just worry that this is not going to go down well.
Your call.
Eraserhead? After everything that we just heard, I can't imagine not helping out, sir.
Yeah, if you're gonna let
Part
us
of
be
a
a part
hero.
of this, I'd like to pitch in however I can.
The heroes asked you to be in that meeting. I don't think they would have wanted you guys to be there if they didn't recognize your abilities. I mean, I've seen for myself that first year can shine much brighter than me.
You're gonna have to let that go at some point, you know.
Tamaki, you're really, really amazing.
If I can use my power. It was almost too much for me.
Please don't go.
There's a lot of psychologically damaging factors
rescuing Eri
in such a short amount of time.
My mind felt so scattered. I was barely holding it together.
You're not gonna eat?
Damn.
Of course I am. Here, see?
For some reason, I thought he said, you're not gonna eat.
Right? You've been acting.
If you ever want to talk or anything, just let us know. We're friends, right?
Oh!
That's what you said to me, remember?
Oh!
Back when we were heading off to our internships, and I was acting like a fool.
He's reversed that onto him. Oh, Deku.
Ah! Oh dear!
Midoriya,
Sorry. It's okay.
I figure that heroes cry when they need to, don't they?
Anyone's
Here,
allowed to
my
cry.
soba?
And I've got extra beef stew.
Oh, you guys are
Green
wholesome.
onions?
Yeah, sure.
Wasabi?
Yeah.
Oh, Todoroki.
Utmost care moving forward.
Be delicate, taking all those details.
How are things on your
yeah.
end? All right. Keep looking and let us know what you find. The first half of the list turned up nothing. They've got to be hiding the girl somewhere.
All these locations are going to be duds. I think it's going to be distressing. The longer you wait, the more worried you're going to get.
This time, we'll save you, Eri.
We need to get that girl. We need to get that girl. And send a boot to Overhaul's face.
Well, it looks like we're in for
She likes
sunshine
Jell-O.
today.
What was about to happen?
You guys think what they've been doing out there is dangerous?
Even if it is, they'll be with pros, right? That's true. There's probably nothing to worry about.
Oh, sweet summer children.
They're keeping this Eri girl in their stronghold?
And by stronghold, you mean...
The headquarters of the Hasaikai. It's their leader's residence.
So you're telling me
Into
all
the
that time we
lion's
spent
den,
investigating was for
basically.
nothing then?
My department store the other day. He purchased a toy favored by young girls.
What?
That's pretty spooky.
Oh,
Listen, maybe
was
the
it?
guy just likes cutesy stuff. Different strokes for different folks, Night Eye. You want to tell us what you're doing with one, though?
I love him.
Yes. I was there when he made the purchase and overheard his They're right over here.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
You were asking about Glitter Squad. I'm a fan too.
Good on Night Eye. Good on Night Eye. Oh, and using his quirk. Putting it to great use as well. Good on Night Eye.
We're all over this. Let's rescue that girl. Take down some bad guys. Yeah!
You're gonna knock someone out, Mario.
Seems like he's back to normal.
Oh, yeah!
Everyone's just looking at him like, dude.
Is what you learn from them.
Learn from you. Oh, shh.
I don't know if it's possible to change
Oh,
the future,
Lord, that's...
but you can change the
That
effect
is
your
horrific.
past has on you. By interpreting your history, it's possible to modify how you view the
I haven't
present.
seen Gran Torino around here this morning. You know where he is?
Apparently, he won't be joining us today.
Sir?
Tsukauchi's been keeping an eye on the League. According to him, it looks like they're on the move.
I
Fortunately,
was kind of worried when Overhaul said, I'm going to take care of something, and like Gran Torino's missing.
Maybe we could take down the Hasaikai and the League of Villains at the same time.
Sorry, Pops. Things are about to get noisy.
Oh, shh.
Bastards are good at living in the shadows. They see all these heroes in the police. They might just disappear.
All of that
Brace yourself!
kind of reminds me of Rhino from Spider-Man.
Listen to me! We shouldn't split up too many of our
Did
forces
she just turn
The
into...
Ryukyu agency will take care of
Holy
this
shit!
Let's go! Get to the girl!
We've got this, don't we?
Yes!
Oh, come on.
Coming! This time will be different. This time we'll save you!
Come on. Come on, guys. Oh, don't tell me we're going to end on there. No! Oh, there's so much suspense to be had. Oh, Lord. Impressive
While
lineup.
they're buying us time, we'll collect Eri and any evidence of our plans and disappear.
No, no. Bastard, don't think about it. Oh, boy. Impressive lineup, though. Oof. Well, it's go time. I'm really excited to see how this does fall out. We know what Overhaul's planning on doing. And yeah, I mean, of course, he was always going to be planning for this, as I expected. Like, this is a guy who takes all the variables into account. He has a very practical mind, and yeah, I wasn't surprised when he was like, we'll proceed according to plan. I'm like, you sneaky son of a bitch. Yeah, there was some very, very interesting scenes with Overhaul. Like, he was going over the eight, I guess his most trusted allies, I guess, the eight. What was it? The eight bullets of the Hisaikai. Yeah, he's got an impressive lineup, but also there was a very, very interesting and very, I don't know. There was that sympathetic scene with his father, like his father not in the best of conditions, and he was saying, "I'm sorry, Pops, things are about to get a bit noisier." So, yeah, I'm very interested in touching up further about that. But yeah, it was very, very good. Like how we're seeing Overhaul use his practical mind for situations like this. Like, you see, the heroes are they are not fooling around. They are very, very determined. They are busting into the Hisaikai headquarters with that intent that they need to get Eri. They are not letting failure be an option, and Overhaul is just 10 steps ahead at this point. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did thought something bad would happen to Gran Torino when they were about to move on the raid, and they said, "Oh, Night Eye won't, not Night Eye, Gran Torino won't be joining us," because I think Overhaul did say, "I need to take care of something." So this could be the warning shot, and not just that though, but it would be a big way to kind of like shock the audience, because they are really going at it this season. They are really, really going at it in terms of the shocks, and from what we've already got, I'm certain this is like not even close to the tip of the iceberg. Like, I guess Eri being used. Like, I think that's the most shocking aspect. Like, her being used like that's probably the most shocking aspect at this point. That's not even close to the tip of the iceberg for this season. We've got like a chunk more episodes to get through, so we'll hit that bridge surely. But yeah, I loved going into the cerebral mindsets about this episode, such as Deku, for example. Like, everyone was, who was involved in the meeting was told, keep a tight lip about it. I have a feeling Bakugo is going to get the no in before, like, they are all allowed to know. He's very, very ruthless, so he will find his way surely. So, and I just want to see more Bakugo. Maybe he's taking a bit of a backseat this season, but yeah. Yeah, we also had Deku, who was yeah, I really, really loved going into his mindset as well. Like, Deku was struggling with a lot of aspects, not just Eri's situation, but the talk about All Might's death. It was damaging the mentality of Deku, and he was struggling with all these consequential ideas that they were tearing him apart. He was even saying there's a lot of negative aspects that's really hurting me, and I just couldn't keep on that brave face, and I just had to cry, which is very, very understandable. Especially when you are going through such a rough time mentally. Even if you're not a hero, you're gonna break at some point. So, and there's been a lot of challenging aspects for Deku in these past few episodes that he's had to soak in. And yeah, like I said, the information about Eri being used like that is just made things even worse. Like, he was already damning himself by not rescuing Eri the first time, and now he knows that Eri's being used to make these bullets. it's adding insult to injury. So, but I liked that moment where he just broke because you had Ida and Todoroki being there for him, and Ida just echoing what Deku told him when he was struggling, when Ida was worrying about Tensei, Tensei, yeah. Yeah, I really loved that, and there is that difference because Ida closed himself off. He could have let Deku and Uraraka know about what was going through his head, but he thought, I need to do this for myself. I need to what's going on with my voice? I need to confront Stain for myself. Whereas Deku has been instructed, you have to keep this closed off until we give you the go ahead to talk about this. So yeah, there is that difference, but I really loved that echoing moment that Ida told Deku. Yeah, from season 2. It was really beautiful. And then Todoroki there, I really loved how they were offering food as well. That was just really, really amazing. Todoroki also saying, like, heroes cry when they need to, was really, really beautiful. And him just being there for Deku melted my heart. And yeah, one of the reasons why he's my favorite character. He's just very, like, his compassion was just very, very beautiful. And I just really, really loved it. But yeah, I thought that was a powerful moment where Deku just broke. Stress was not doing his mind good. And this is the thing, he's only young and there's a lot of responsibilities on his plate. There's a lot of demoralizing and horrific factors that are inserting itself into his mind right now, that it's tearing him apart. So, yeah. I loved Mirio's enthusiasm as well. I'm glad to see that back. He was just waving his arms, just nearly about to kill someone. Too comical. And I really loved Night Eye saying that Mirio held his ground, and that helped progress this case further. And regret and failure are a part of life. I really loved that bit. What I did not like was seeing All Might in that condition. That was very, very discouraging, and it was very, very gruesome. It was a very, very horrific sight to see. So yeah, I also really, really loved Night Eye and how he and how he was able to get the jump in on that caretaker, who I'm assuming is going to get, like, probably caved in potentially for compromising the location due to negligence. Like, Overhaul can't afford that to continue because now the headquarters has now been compromised. And he even said this happened earlier than I expected. I knew this was going to happen, but yeah. This is kind of a bit of a... We're prepared for this, but it's happened a bit earlier than I had anticipated. But yeah, I really loved the fact that we got to see Night Eye use his quirk for that brilliant idea. Because we did touch upon the limitations of his quirk last episode, and I think utilizing it there and then was perfect. And he wasn't kidding when he said these visuals, they play like a film. He wasn't kidding whatsoever. So yeah, that gun was really, really amazing. I'm really loving his character even further. Yeah, it was just really, really good stuff. I'm also really concerned about the fact that the police or Night Eye are not preparing for the fact... Well, Aizawa is, but they have no idea about the partnership with the League and the Hisaikai. So yeah, I'm really concerned. Like, I'm not so sure if they too have are preparing for a possible partnership. But I know Aizawa even said like, if that does happen, then yeah, you can't go in, you can't attack. So yeah, your main priority, get the girl. So yeah, it was a very, very intense situation, though. Like, you just saw that intensity. Like, it was very, very intense all around, emotionally, I felt. Like, them preparing to commence on this raid, etc. But them not being able to talk about it, them having to close themselves off from revealing to their partners about this whole situation, added with the fact that, like, when they got the alert saying, okay, it's go time, I felt a lot of intense energy, and it was just really, really fun stuff. But, yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next week as this attack does continue. And if Overhaul is going to be able to move Eri out, because that's happening. We don't want that. So Deku, sort them out, please. Get the girl and sort them out. But I don't think it's going to be as simple as that. But it was a very intense episode. Like I said, I really loved going into the cerebral factor, the cerebral factor of some of these characters. Mirio, not Mirio, but Night Eye to Mirio. Also, it was really, really nice to see him having that adoring side regarding his value to Mirio. But yeah, it was really good going into this episode cerebrally. And yeah, I thought it was really beautiful. So, it was really beautifully done. Even Deku just breaking down and having Ida and Todoroki there for him, even though they can't know what's going on. Just to illustrate that companionship that the three of them have. It's just really, really beautiful. But as well as seeing how all of these consequential ideas are having a huge factor on just a little kid at the end of the day who has still got a long way to go in the hero world. But I'm really excited to see what happens next week. So go time. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!